It was July 4th weekend back in 2006. Little-known Dean Wilson won the International at Castle Pines, and at that time, few people knew that that would be the last International played. 15 years later, there's still a void in our golf landscape. Fans in our state aren't the only ones who miss all the birdies, eagles, and occasional double eagles that made the International one of the tour's most exciting events. Solitude at Castle Pines never looked or sounded so good. But it wasn't too long ago that these tranquil fairways, lined with their namesake, were home to one of the most exciting tournaments on the PGA Tour.
Good mark.
Beautiful.
There's your champion.
The course and tournament was the dream of late Colorado businessman Jack Vickers.
I think his hope was to introduce something new at the time, and I think he did a great job with that.
In 1986, the International was born, and it was an instant success. Early winners like Greg Norman, Davis Love III, and Phil Mickelson gave the tournament credibility by taking advantage of the unique scoring system that awarded points for birdies and rewarded aggressive play.
If you played aggressively and you pulled it off, you got rewarded for it big time. So it's a golf course that it's kind of feast or famine.
The International also took hospitality to a different level. The players loved the way they were treated, and soon the tournament became a staple on tour.
You just felt like, anything that you could possibly ever want or wish or ask for, you knew it was there. Then you kind of were embarrassed asking for things that were a little strange. But listen, they bent over backwards for you. It was great.
It just absolutely felt like home. And I actually looked at a house to buy a house on the 10th fairway there for a little while.
Els finally won his home game in 2000, but the Big Easy's victory wasn't the tournament's crowning moment. That came 2 years later.
Brilliant shot.
1994 champion Steve Lowry made a memorable run at leader Rich Beem and a second International victory. Not only did he eagle the 14th, Lowry made double eagle on 17.
Was that the best stretch of golf you've ever played in like a short 3, 4, 5 hole stretch?
Yeah, that was definitely the best. I mean, I've had 20 hole-in-ones, which is quite a lot. But I've always hit irons at the pin, and I've always played aggressive. But yeah, that's the best stretch that I've had.
When you're standing on the 18th tee box, you got a 9-point lead. That's the best scenario that you could possibly have, right? Except for one guy behind you. And by the time I hit my second shot, I only have a 1-point lead. And you can't imagine a more sinking feeling than that.
Lowry's furious comeback stalled on the 18th green when his putt to either win or lose just missed.
To this day, seeing some of the video, I have no idea how that golf ball stayed out that he hit, but thankfully it did.
While the Lowry Beem duel was the best International, the most popular tournaments were when Tiger Woods played. Tiger Mania happened in 1998 and 99. His best finish was 4th when he recorded a hole-in-one on the 7th before the TV cameras were rolling. So it was here at the downhill par 3 7th where Tiger Woods had that ace that few people saw. I was actually a spectator that year, sitting right about here with a prime position to view the ace. But in my infinite wisdom, I told my friend, hey, let's leave and go to the 8th tee so we can get a great view of Tiger teeing off on the par 5. While standing on the 8th tee waiting for Tiger, we heard a thunderous roar, and we knew exactly what we missed, a Tiger ace. And to add insult to injury, when Tiger got to the 8th tee, he didn't even hit his driver. He hit a 3-wood. I wasn't the only one disappointed in Tiger. After 1999, he never came back. His absence affected ratings and ultimately the International status as one of the tour's top events.
There's not another tournament, maybe 1 or 2 other tournaments out there that are on our level. I am not going to be the proud proprietor of the second best golf tournament.
And with that, a proud Jack Vickers made the unpopular and difficult decision to end the tournament.
Everybody was really sad, and we were really sad for Mr. Vickers because he put his heart and soul in that.
When I got word about it, I was hot. I was not thrilled, and I made my voice very well known.
They were just absolutely devastated that the tournament had to be cancelled. And you know, I even called then Commissioner Fincham to see what I could do to, you know, to try and save it.
So now what? Will Castle Pines ever get back in the game of professional golf? There are rumors that the club is in line to host a FedEx Cup playoff event, and maybe even a Ryder Cup.
Let me just answer it this way. Yes, we've been in conversations. You know, I think there's interest in our part. I think there's interest in their part, but we'll see what happens. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I'm not going to sit here and lie about it that we haven't talked to them. We have.
Well, word on the street is that Castle Pines could host the BMW Championship as early as 2023. Now, Keith Schneider also told me that original course designer Jack Nicklaus has made several trips back to Castle Pines. They've lengthened the course by nearly 400 yards and made some changes so that if the tour does return, the course will still challenge the world's best golfers.